Hi, I'm Wayne Allyn Root for America. Folks, Supreme Court Justice Scalia is begging from his grave. Wake up, Republicans. Unite, Republicans, before it's too late. If you don't support Donald Trump, you have no idea how bad this could get. You have no idea where this is headed. Are you willing to risk the end of America, the end of capitalism, the end of freedom, your children's future? Are you willing to bet all of that on your own ego and pride? America and my children's future is on the line. It's time for courage. It's time to call out some names. Yes, I mean you, Ted Cruz, John Kasich, Mitt Romney, Jeb Bush, George Will, William Kristol. I've worked for conservative candidates since the age of 3, when I campaigned in my father's arms for Barry Goldwater. I believe in God, guns, country, family, Judeo-Christian values, American exceptionalism, capitalism, the Constitution, economic and personal freedom, and the all-American institutions of small business, the police, and military. Does any conservative have a problem with any of that? If you consider yourself a conservative, a Christian, or a patriot, and you're not voting for Donald Trump, or you're not voting at all, I have a message for you. You're playing with fire. You're either ignorant, delusional, or incredibly selfish with an ego so big you don't care about anyone but yourself. You certainly don't care about me or my children or millions of Americans like me. Is your ego so big you're willing to allow every small business owner in America to lose everything we spent our lifetimes building? Because that's what's going to happen. You may be part of the protected establishment elite, but can't you see the election of Hillary Clinton will finish off every small business owner in America? We're drowning and suffocating under an avalanche of big taxes, never-ending regulations, Obamacare, lawyers and lawsuits, draconian EPA mandates in the name of climate change, and IRS audits. I call it the Obama and Hillary axis of evil. With their philosophy and policies, it no longer makes sense, dollars or cents, to run a business and create middle-class jobs. The American dream is dead. The people now running America are either insane, incredibly stupid, or communists. I choose the last one. Obama and Hillary aren't qualified to manage a Dairy Queen or a Bronx storefront bodega. Trump wants to cut taxes, freeze regulations, repeal Obamacare, kill Obama's executive actions, all of them on day one. He wants to rein in the Gestapo, I mean IRS. He wants to build a wall and stop Hillary's insane plan to import 650,000 Muslim refugees at a cost of $400 billion. You never Trump or say Hillary's the same as Trump. Well, you're either delusional or you're rationalizing what you're about to do to America. She wants to dramatically raise taxes, add regulations, expand Obamacare, open the border wider, give amnesty to every illegal, take our guns away, bring in more Muslim refugees, and give everyone everything for free. Did you miss the fact that Hillary's adopted Bernie Sanders' far-left socialist platform? Did you not hear that Hillary's hired illegals to go door-to-door to campaign for her? Trump's right to be worried about rigged elections and voter fraud. Did I mention Obama's TSA has invited Muslim leaders to see the specific details of our airport screening process to suggest more culturally sensitive modifications? Did you hear me? Did you miss Hillary's endorsement by the Communist Party of America? But oh no, you won't vote for Trump because Trump isn't perfect. He isn't conservative enough. He's flawed. He offends your delicate sensibilities, or he's given donations to Democrats in the past while trying to build skyscrapers in 100% Democrat-controlled New York City. What a sin. You'd rather see Hillary Clinton become president because in your mind it will prove you were right all along? You'll prove Trump is unelectable by making sure he can't be elected? Because Trump isn't a perfect traditional conservative on every single issue? You believe you have the right to badmouth him? Or endorse Hillary? Or sabotage his election? Or just sit on your hands thinking you look so smart and principled while Hillary wins? Or maybe you'll vote for the new independent named Evan something. I've never heard of him. He'll get 1/4, 1/half of 1%. He's not anonymous, he's invisible. There may even be some of you who believe you look cool by voting for Gary Johnson, the libertarian presidential nominee who puts himself to sleep in the middle of interviews and whose platform is to put pot in every pot. Just what we need. A nation of Americans laying on their couches, too stoned to know the economy's in shambles, GDP is zero, industrial production is the worst in history, the debt is $20 trillion, and there are no jobs. Those are the sane alternatives to Donald Trump. Really. Go ahead. Elect Hillary and ruin America. It's what any selfish fool would do. But know this, you haven't a clue what conservative is. Conservative is lower taxes, fewer regulations, kill Obama's executive orders, repeal Obamacare, build a wall, rein in the EPA and the IRS, stop Hillary's plan to import 650,000 Muslims at a cost of $400 billion, support law enforcement, bring back law and order, strengthen our military, protect our veterans, defend and uphold the Second Amendment. That's my dream platform. I've been waiting my whole life for a president with that platform. And guess who has that platform? Donald J. Trump. That platform might make Trump the most conservative president since Reagan. It certainly makes him more conservative than Gerald Ford, Bob Dole, John McCain, or Mitt Romney. So if that's the case and you still won't support Trump, this is 100% about your ego. If you aren't excited by the platform that I just mentioned, you're either a liberal masquerading as a conservative or you're a selfish, egotistical buffoon who needs to re-examine your priorities. True conservatives put God and country above their personal wishes. Hillary's election ends both forever. So stop looking for perfection. One last point for all Republican elected officials and former members of the GOP presidential administrations past who were refusing to support Trump. In 1964, when Barry Goldwater won the nomination, many in the GOP refused to support him, and he lost thanks to their lack of effort. But the last laugh was on them. Only Reagan and Nixon gave 100% in campaign across the country for Goldwater. They both went on to become president of the United States. Well, those who sat on their hands saw their political careers go down the drain because no one likes a traitor. That will be the fate of every never Trumper. It's time to pick a side. For my children's sake, for our own children's sake, for America's sake, I beg of you, reconsider. The next president will pick not only Justice Scalia's replacement on the Supreme Court, but 3 to 4 other justices who are ready to retire. The next president will decide whether America is capitalist or socialist for the next half century with those Supreme Court picks. If you love America and want her to survive, there's only one option, Donald J. Trump. Justice Scalia is begging you from his grave. I'm Wayne Allyn Root for Root for America. God bless America, and let's all get behind Donald J. Trump.